What does sustainability even mean?
For me, it means multiple different things, and it depends on sort of what you're trying to achieve. I'm a sustainability in business expert as well. I sit on a government task force to sort of help small businesses become more sustainable. We're very selective of clients because we want to make sure that sustainability and ethics and social impact isn't a tick box exercise for them. I think that the bigger agencies have the luxury of working on the bigger campaigns. As a smaller agency, we do have the benefit of sort of having the social impact and purpose-driven aspects ingrained in us and our clients from the very beginning. Just do your best in your little corner of your world. Just make the difference that you can. If you want to make a difference and everything just feels so big and so impossible and you just feel like you're one person, just do what you can. I'm Hayley. I'm the founder of BeYellow. We are a PR company that specializes in social impact and purpose-driven companies, which we promote and create campaigns that are developed to sort of specifically drive real change and make a real difference in the world.
Okay, this is awesome because all the founders we've spoken to are very purpose-driven, and it's just so nice to be speaking to founders who are purpose-driven and doing something to have an impact on the world.
It's so important nowadays as well. So important. I'm a sustainability in business expert as well. I sit on a government task force to sort of help small businesses become more sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
And we released, it's called the BeYellow Review. We launched that this year. And so it's very much ingrained in everything that I do as a business person as well.
Yeah. What does sustainability even mean? Because it's rather than just a buzzword.
It's such a buzzword now. It's like, what does it mean? Yeah. For me, it means multiple different things. Okay. And it depends on sort of what you're trying to achieve. So for some people, so sustainability would be reducing carbon emissions, pushing towards net zero. We have a lot of clients doing this. For others, it's sort of transparency, supply chains, being more green, environmentally friendly. So it's a very varied term. It's the new mindfulness. What does mindfulness mean? Yeah. It's the buzzword, but it's something that I think it's a very personal term to different businesses and what they're trying to achieve.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so with the business that you're running currently, how long has it been going for?
2 years.
2 years. Okay, cool.
Exciting.
And where are you at the moment with it?
So we're growing. We've got some incredible clients on board, all doing amazing things from ethical AI, employee engagement, ethical healthcare, and supporting people with disabilities and neurodivergence. So very varied the work that we do. We're a small team, but I like it that way. I have no real goal or desire to grow into a massive agency. I like to keep everything personalized. I'm still very much the forefront of my businesses. I'm still very much the main contact for clients, which I love, and the relationships I'm building with them. It's the thing with social impact and purpose-driven companies that we only work specifically with small businesses. So it's it needs to be very personable, and that's sort of how I want to maintain that. But we're speaking to some really interesting potential clients at the moment to bring on, and it's ahead of the new year. It's next year. I think it's going to be really exciting for BeYellow.
Yeah, amazing. What kind of campaigns have you been working on that you might be able to share?
So we work with a company called GreenPT, which is an environmentally friendly version of ChatGPT. And so we're sort of doing campaigns around raising awareness of the environmental impact of AI. That it can be done ethically. There is and pushing towards sort of more sustainable versions and usage of AI. We've also started working with a charity called Disability Positive. So we're doing a lot around the work of access to work for people with disabilities, sort of tackling the current recruitment issue in the UK with lack of jobs and people struggling to get jobs, and how that is affecting people with disabilities. And what companies can do to make the access for that more inclusive. We work with a company called the Civic Project Foundation, we've just started working with. It's really exciting. They're raising awareness of the impact of Civic-produced coffee. I don't know if it's for anyone that doesn't know what that means. So Civic is a wildcat and predominantly found in South Asia. They eat specific coffee beans that when the coffee beans are digested, it creates luxury coffee. However, the animals are trafficked, they're abused, they're treated like poorly, they're stolen out of the wild to produce all of this coffee, and then obviously the demand and supply, so they're producing more coffee than their intestinal systems can produce. So it's sort of raising awareness of that and like why it's bad and how to like protect the civets and wildlife. Like I'm an animal rights activist and I'm a vegan activist as well. So campaigns like this are really, really close to my heart. I'm speaking at the Plant-Based Treaty Gala in 2 weeks, talking about how to promote plant-based initiatives and plant-based campaigns. So yeah, everything, as I said, is very ingrained in what I do as a person, which is those values are then echoed into my business.
So it sounds like you're able to pick your clients.
Yeah, it's nice to be selective.
Yeah.
It's nice to. We work with a charity called For Earth, which is an Amazon rainforest protection charity. I've spent time in the Amazon myself, so again, very close to my heart. So it's like all the clients are very much selected on like what my belief systems are and what my values are.
I love this because your business literally reflects your beliefs.
100%. It's like personal brand and brand, all very, very connected.
Yeah. Why BeYellow? Just out of interest.
Oh my gosh, I love this question. Everyone always asks this question. So I read a book called Surrounded by Idiots, which is a psychology book, and it splits people's personalities into 4 different colors: yellow, green, red, and blue. So I'm very yellow. I have ADHD. I'm very creative, very outgoing, very positive. And I wanted the communications that I produce and the brand that I produce to reflect that. And then again, my personal brand being reflected in the name. So BeYellow, so positive, energetic, fun, creative. But then like sort of like I work like so just very bright and vibrant and ambitious.
Yellow's my favorite color, by the way.
I love yellow.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. So you mentioned that you're not necessarily looking to grow the business. You want to stay small, or
the idea is to stay small right now. Yeah. I don't know what the future holds, but right now we're a fully remote agency, so we allow the team to work from wherever we want in the world. So I'm going back out traveling next year. I'm traveling through Southeast Asia, so it's just sort of makes everything more manageable as well. We work with freelancers as well and bring in freelancers as and when's needed. Yeah, I think it's just for me, it's like that personalization. I feel the bigger PR agencies get specifically, the less personable they become, and I don't want to lose that.
Yeah. So do you think it's possible for the bigger companies to, like you said, obviously it's harder because they're bigger, but do you think it is possible for them to kind of incorporate a lot more of the sustainability stuff, for example, and just everything that BeYellow is about?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I think that the bigger agencies have the luxury of working on the bigger campaigns. I think that for us, like we work with businesses that like from the very beginning are ingrained in sustainability, social impact, where I feel like a lot of the bigger agencies work with companies that are trying to like create sustainability. There's a lot of greenwashing.
This is the thing, yeah.
So it is possible. It's just, I think as a smaller agency, we do have the benefit of sort of having the social impact and purpose-driven aspects ingrained in us and our clients from the very beginning, and then growing with them and developing those initiatives with them.
So on a personal level, why do you care so much?
Oh, so I've always been very ethical. I've always been very aware, but so I've been vegan for 10 years. So over this period of 10 years on my journey is like learning a lot of where our food has come from, animal rights, anything like that. And then after COVID, I was really burnt out. I was working in PR and I packed up my whole life in London and went traveling for 2 years. And I didn't know if I wanted to come back into PR. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what was next. So over that 2 years, I went traveling predominantly in South America. And I met so many incredible organizations, communities, small businesses promoting all of these different social impact projects, such as for eco-tourism, eco-wildlife, plant-based initiatives. And I was like, I want to give these companies a platform. Like these are the companies and organizations and communities that I want to be working with. And I want to be working with the companies that support these. And it just like, it regrew that passion of PR for me. And it just like everything it just felt very aligned.
Yeah. This is awesome because I always wanted to work. So my kind of background is in documentary filmmaking.
Amazing.
I've always been interested in that and like telling people stories. And I was like, well, there's a lot of companies that have corporate social responsibility. It might be a tick box, but like, is there a way that we can get in there to help tell the stories? For one, raise awareness. So it also helps a business. They get in the tick box, but then also it's raising awareness for these causes. Haven't never really quite figured it out, but I think it's just it's really important. Like, and I still want to like do that. I think this is kind of part of this journey, actually, like being able to raise awareness of like what founders are doing, because a lot of the founders we speak to are purpose-driven founders who are really trying to have an impact in the world. And I'm hoping that what we're doing is having some sort of impact and helping raise awareness in what we're doing.
It's so important. I think for us is that we're very selective of clients because we want to make sure that sustainability and ethics and social impact isn't a tick box exercise for them. And this is what would go back to the agency question, is a lot of the big companies, it's becoming a tick box exercise. It's becoming something to attract investors and customers and stakeholders. That's not what our clients are about. Is that we want to make sure that when we bring on a client, they're doing it for the right reasons. It's ingrained. We can be part of their sustainability journey. So I think, it's like greenwashing is everywhere. It's, I think I can't remember what the company was yesterday that literally came out and said, we're greenwashing. We're not sustainable. And and their impact report showed that. And so it's just, we just want to make sure that we work with real genuine clients and that are genuinely trying to make a difference.
Is there anything you see that makes you really sad when you're...
Yeah, so much. Just anything that is just cruelty to animals. It breaks my heart. I think it's, I can't, I can't deal with it. And I think anyone we obviously do a lot of work via social media and just seeing people's comments on PETA, the animal rights charity, released their Christmas advert today. And obviously it's all very anti-meat over Christmas, and just the comments on it were just horrendous and just so unempathetic. I think that's the big thing, is like, I can't, like, people that are unempathetic make me feel really sad when you're really trying to make a difference and you're trying to do something good and you're trying to raise awareness of certain things that happen in the world and people are just so unempathetic towards it. It's like, you can have your opinions, you can have your beliefs, that's fine, but like making comments, like someone commented on the advert that says like, I've worked in an abattoir for 25 years, I love killing animals. And it's like, you don't need to comment that. Like, it's like, that's your thing and it's horrible, but that's fine. But just like, you can't if you can sit and watch a video like that and make a comment like that, it just makes me really sad.
Is there a way that we can open up dialogue and have...
Oh, so many ways. I think like PR is a fantastic like platform for storytelling and conversation and engagement. And you can definitely, for me, it's like everything. In order to make change in absolutely anything, education is first and foremost. I don't believe in sort of like, there's a lot of like guerrilla politics, especially in activism, that it's like they're designed to raise awareness and open conversation, and they can work, but like there has to be a fundamental underline of education and educating people and informing them and making them aware of and questioning the choices that they make. I think that's a massive thing. It's like, if you can have someone questioning the choices that they make, it's like, there's like, if you put out an advert, for example, for veganism or climate change, and you have one person react and say, yes, I'm going to make a change, I'm going to live differently, I'm going to change my lifestyle, I'm going to change my diet, you've made a difference. And that's what matters. There's like so many different avenues of PR that can build that, through petitions, through advertising, through active campaigns, through surveys, on the street marketing. I think there's like it's about just making like educating people to the point where they're questioning, or they're asking questions, or they're rethinking the subject, if that makes sense.
Sometimes, like, I look at the world, I'm like, there's so much injustice, and it's really like there's only so much you can do. Like, you can't change everything. Like, we'd like to stop homelessness, and you'd like to stop like people being cruelty to animals and all this stuff, but you can't do everything. What could we be doing like every day to make a small?
So there's a really, really famous quote, and it says, one person can't change the world, says 8 billion people. And so it's just the little things, like I talk about this all the time in our campaigns and the work that we do, is that no one's asking people to go out and change their entire lives or go out and spend loads of money. There's so much that you can do at home, whether it's like, if you have a garden, sort of make like a little vegetable patch, or it depends what people are trying to change, right? So if you're trying to reduce food waste, it's really easy to do that at home. It's about like sort of like the bigger things for sort of more generalized things is like write to your MP, ask them to make changes, go to events, go to like town council meetings, things like that, sort of get involved in your local community, make sure your voice is heard if you have an opinion. Education, like I go into schools, we do talks, we do all of these different things to like raise awareness from like the ground up, and it's not it's incredibly effective. It's not a big commitment, but yeah, there's so much people can do. Sign petitions, like it's as simple as that. A signature on a petition is worth so much. So yeah, there's loads of little things that people can do.
And how do you deal with the I'm assuming you probably had comments like, "Oh, you just a woke leftist." Like, how do you deal with that?
Many.
Yeah.
You just ignore it. You just get to the point. It's just like you can change people's minds, or you can't. And I always believe that when people are angry or they comment like that or they attack, it's the same as like I'm like for the child free as well. Like I don't want children. So like one of the big like that's also a massive issue of a lot. There's a massive stigma around that. I always believe that like people get angry because you're challenging the status quo of what people's believe. Society has told people what their belief system should be. So they should eat meat, they should have children, they should buy a house. Like they get angry because you're challenging what they've always been told to believe, and you're making them question. So there is a barrier there that you can push through. But usually, yeah, if it's something as unhelpful as that, I just ignore it.
Amazing. Cool. Just last question. Magic Mike. Did I do the Magic Mike question with you? No. Cool. I'm trying to reword the question. Got Magic Mike. If I give you the Magic Mike, whatever you say into this mic, the whole of society will hear. What is your message to the world?
I really want to shout "Go vegan," but I know it's not.
Let's do 2 takes.
Oh, gee, this is a really good question. Just do your best. I think there's so much negativity in the world. There's so much going on. The news cycle's a mess. Everything feels like it's falling apart. It's like, just do your best in your little corner of your world. Just make the difference that you can with the resources and education that you have. And also just try and find the positive in everything. Amongst all of the negative, there's so much positivity in this world. Don't believe everything you see on social media. Don't believe the headlines. There's AI as well now. Like when you go on social media, you're like questioning now. It's like, is that AI? Is it real? Like, do your own research. Do your own reading. Do what you can would be like my biggest message there. Just do what you can. If you want to make a difference and everything just feels so big and so impossible and you just feel like you're one person, just do what you can.
Amazing. I love that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
It's been
you.
amazing speaking to you.
Thank
you. Is there anything I haven't asked that you might want to ask?
No, I don't think so. Was that all okay?
Yeah, it was all good. Really good. Yeah. Yeah? So good.
So overwhelmed with everything, and everyone's sharing their story, and obviously very passionate about it. Everyone's eating to that right now, and it's just a bit like.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
No, but I actually, you know what? It gives me a bit of confidence in the the world we live in.
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was such a long period of time where my social media was just flooded with like so much negative bullshit. And so when we're out here speaking to people who are actually trying to make a difference in the world, it's like, oh, okay, that's a lie.
Yeah. I think that's one thing I would add, if we can, is that one thing that my work gives me is so much positivity. It's like, I do PR. One of my key things in PR is I have to be aware of the news. I have to know what's going on in the world. And sometimes that can be really heavy, really heavy. And like, there are days where I just want to pack everything up and be like, there's nothing we can do. And then I look at the work my clients are doing, and I look at the work that we're doing with our clients and the campaigns that we're doing and the response that we're getting, and it just makes me so happy. And then you look at other companies and the work that they're doing, and it just makes you feel like, gives you much more faith back in the world again, that there are people out there that are really, really trying to make a difference. So that's one thing I would definitely add, is that it just like, the work that I do in the company that I've curated is just like feeds into that positivity, and it just helps you like have that faith in the world that the news and the news cycle and everything else that is happening can take away from you.
Love it. Amazing. No, killing it, doing really well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.